So back in 1987, the Anfernee 2 dropped and was Penny Hardaway's second signature shoe after the Penny 1. At the time, Penny Hardaway was seen as, you know, one of the next greatest basketball players in the NBA, teaming up with Shaquille O'Neal for the Orlando Magic and creating that, you know, dynamic team. And at the end of last year, in 2022, to celebrate the 25th anniversary of that sneaker, Nike and Social Status decided to team up, firstly on the Anfernee 1 and then secondly on the Anfernee 2. So this dropped in October and we're now in January 2023, and I finally have a sneaker in hand and I can't wait to see what we actually have here. So let's check it out. Hey, what's going on? Lukas here back with another video, and today I'm checking out and unboxing the Social Status Nike Anfernee 2 Playground in the black colourway. Thanks for checking out the video. If you're new to the channel, you like all kinds of content related to sneaker culture, be it unboxings, opinions, reviews, etc., please do subscribe and also hit that notification bell to be notified when I do drop new videos. And if you do enjoy today's video, please give it a thumbs up and drop a comment in the section down below. Now today I'm checking out the first of the Anfernee 2 collaboration with Social Status, known as the Playground release in the black colourway. So this thing was originally supposed to drop September 30th, exclusively on Social Status website in the US. But it was then pushed to October the 13th. For me, it was one I had my eye on for a little while. I did see the Penny 1s, but I kind of passed on them. The Penny 2s did catch my eye. I did have a pair of Penny 1s back in the day and did play basketball with them quite a bit. But the Penny 2s I kind of always passed on. But as I've matured and grown my sneaker collection, I kind of thought, you know what, let me add this to the collection, let me check it out, see what it's about. Bit of background to this release as well. Social Status is a sneaker boutique in several cities within the US and is owned by the Whitaker Group, who also own Anfernee. And they have a history of collaborating with Nike on several releases. Most recently in the chocolate milk and the strawberry milk colourway right here. I did do a full review on this sneaker. I'll leave a link in the top of the screen, also the description down below if you want to go check that out. So I know that the quality of Social Status collaborations are very nice. So if I see the collaboration with the Anfernee 1, when I saw this collaboration with the Anfernee 2, I thought, you know what, this one isn't something I need to cop and see in hand. And there were two releases of this sneaker. So there were the black colourway, which is in this box, and there was also a white colourway which released around November. That one actually was more popular and did sell out in my size. So during drop time, it looked to be a fairly easy cop, so I think a lot of people did pass on this. I guess, you know, if you're not a fan of the Penny 1 or, you know, that kind of sneaker line, then maybe, you know, it's not something that more frequent sneakerheads would be into. But the OGs, I would say this is definitely one that I had to have in the collection. Original retail for this was $200 in the US plus $15 shipping, so $215 in total, and an additional $50 I believe to get this across from the US to the UK. This sneaker didn't drop in the UK or the EU, so there was no way I could actually cop this sneaker outside of directly on Social Status' website or maybe on StockX. But I wanted to get it in hand, I wanted to get it from retail, from the retailer. Now one disadvantage with being in the UK with these certain releases is obviously they don't ship internationally, so you don't have to use a reshipper, which I have done on other releases from Anfernee and also Social Status as well. But the downside to this is you won't get the sneaker in hand for at least a month after release. The sneaker arrived on my reshipper around October 22nd. I actually was planning to get this shipped early November back to the UK, but then I actually went to do on vacation for a couple of weeks, so I wasn't actually in the country. So my thinking was, okay, let me delay getting this shipped across. That was my mistake. Because unfortunately in the UK, there's been some postal strikes over the last 1 to 2 months, and as a result, there's obviously delayed a lot of shipments. So I deferred the shipping until early December. Now, it arrived in the UK on the 16th of December, and then literally sat in Heathrow clearance facility for just under 3 weeks. And finally got the sneaker in hand this week, the first week of January. So with a channel devoted to sneaker content, it's imperative that I try and get sneakers in as soon as I can. This one's a bit disappointing in terms of I wanted to get a lot sooner, but nevertheless I'm glad to have it in hand and really happy to actually check it out. So let's get to the unboxing. Oh, okay, this is nice. Box is a little bit damaged in the corner, but other than that, looks pretty good. Here we have the box. So I had heard that there was special packaging, but obviously haven't seen it in person. But you do kind of get those retro vibes with the packaging. So it's kind of replicating what you used to see with the Little Penny packaging. So Little Penny was kind of the doll that went along with the Anfernee 1, the Anfernee 2s, and was voiced by Chris Rock. And it's also part of some of the most famous Nike commercials back in the 90s, so I think is definitely a vibe. What you'll see on the top is you've got Penny 2, you've got Nike and their old school writing, and then you've got in collaboration with Social Status here. And you've got the swoosh and then the Social Status logos intertwined here. Obviously you've got the Nike swoosh in blue and then the Social Status in pink. And you've got featuring Lil Penny. And you've got warning, product may cause defenders to break ankles, ball with caution, fully wearable sneakers. And down the bottom here you've got Social Status, the Penny logo, the 1 cent logo, and the Nike swoosh right here. And it has all ages, limited quantities available. We turn on to the side, you've then got Social Status in pink and then Nike classic writing there. Then you've got Nike Penny 2, and you've got these kind of call outs, so you've got power, prosperity and prestige. And you've got featuring Lil Penny, and then there's a little picture of the Lil Penny doll right there. So again, I think that's fire. Then you've got Social Status, 1 cent logos, and the swoosh you see on the top. If we turn to this side, you've then just got a big Nike swoosh, and then you've got Penny 2. And you've just got the detail about Nike here in Beaverton, Oregon. On this side, you've then just got Social Status in pink and then Nike writing here in black text on blue outline. Size tag reads Air Penny 2/SS for Social Status. Colourway is black cobalt pulse white. And it's my true size of US 14, UK 13. So we'll pop the lid. And here is the sneaker, as you can see. So just take this out. So this is the Air Penny 2 collaboration with Social Status. I think for the old school sneakerheads, I think this is a fire release. I think, you know, the detailing, although it's not as much on the Air Penny one, I think it's still nice, and just the overall look and just the initial impressions are very nice. Let's take out both sneakers. So here we have the sneaker right here, as you can see. So I think that's fire. If we look, starting on the outsole, you've got this cobalt blue right here. Then you've got the swoosh cut into the outsole right here, and you can see the black carbon fibre that's coming through underneath. Then you have Zoom Air, and then again that swoosh, and again that's all cut in. So again, that's quite a nice detail. You then have 2 tread patterns which are in this pink colour, which you've got here on the base and also at the top of the foot right here. Instead of the 1 cent logo, you have Social Status's logo in blue behind the air bubble. So again, I think that's a subtle little detail. You then have this complete air unit right here. That's a classic of the Penny 2, and again you had it on the Penny 1 as well. If we go up the side on the midsole, you've got, as I mentioned, that black section here in that carbon fibre. Then you have this plastic element on the side going in white, going all the way up, and you've got 2 little grooves the side right here. And then as we move up to the side, you can see that continues all the way down the side here and into outsole, as you can see right there. And if we turn to the front, one other little detail is you've got air cut into the outsole right there. So again, you've got AIR. Again, that interesting text format right there. The upper of the sneaker, it's black and it's in nubuck, so you can definitely feel that premium quality, and I think that's, you know, really nice. It's nubuck is, you know, it's like suede, so again it has that very nice touch to it. Comes to the toolbox, so you've got this little pink element right here. You've got this overlay in black with this grey trim right here on the toolbox, and then that moves up into the upper and to the lacing system. The laces themselves, they're quite thin, and they have, again, quite a unique lacing style. So again, you've got all the eyelets going up here in a different style, so it's not going in a straight line, it's kind of going up and then inwards and then back out again. And this goes all the way up to the top of the sneaker, as you can see. If we look at the laces, again, they come standard with black laces, but you also get a pair of blue laces and a pair of white laces as well. So I think that they're quite fire. I can certainly do a lace swap, so let me know in the comment section if you want to see that. The upper itself is again in that nubuck. Again, that feels really nice to the touch. And again, it's quite spongy, so again, that's going to be nice to feel nice on foot. Top of the tongue itself, so you have the 1 cent logo that's linked to Penny Hardaway, and again, that's in the cobalt blue with the white for the C, and then obviously that's on a pink background. This is in a clear see-through plastic window as well. And again, you've got this kind of black outline as well. One cool thing about Penny is they had this little loop on the tongue to help obviously pull the tongue up when you're putting the sneaker on. So I think that's quite nice. And inside the sock liner, it's complete cobalt blue. And again, that does feel nice with a lot of padding. The Air Penny one is a basketball performance sneaker. So it's not for, you know, it's not your what you're going to wear every day for like lifestyle, but certainly you could wear it for lifestyle. But again, it's going to have that additional padding because obviously you're ideally going to be playing basketball with these. Then look on the back of the tongue. Size tag actually mentions the manufacture date of between 26th of May 21 and the 10th of November 21. So these took quite a while to get to come to the retail market. So it's just quite interesting. To come to the top of the sneaker, you've then got 2 additional eyelets right here with these blue plastic elements right here. Then on the side by the ankle, you've then got the Nike swoosh and the social status logos intertwined again that you see on the box. And again, that's all stitched in. So again, quite a nice detail. So if we turn to the back of the sneaker, so then you've just again got another little loop for the heel on the back to help guide your foot into the sneaker. Then you have the swoosh, again embroidered in that blue colour right there. Then goes into this element of a plastic element right here, and then you've got this middle piece again in this kind of pink colourway with the swoosh right there. And then that then leads back down to the bottom of the sneaker. Final detail is in the insole. You've just got the social status and Nike logos again intertwined. Again, so that's quite a nice detail. So this is the right sneaker. Take a quick look at the left. Only difference on the left sneaker is the hang tag. And again, this is it's quite heavy. It's metal, and it's in this kind of copper kind of colour. Again, as you can see right there. Again, it's basically it mimics the sneaker, but I think it's quite a nice little gesture, a nice little hang tag. This is kind of what social status is known for. So I think another nice one for the collection. So in terms of sizing, I did go true to size now. As you can see, fully on foot, I think it looks really nice on foot. As you can see, it is quite chunky, but I have a big foot already, so there's not much I can do about that. But certainly, if you have a smaller foot, it may not look as big. But again, comfortably wise, feels very nice. Obviously, you can feel the air cushioning on the foot, and yeah, really happy with that. One thing I'm not sure is how I'm going to add them into the rotation, but definitely one for the collection. So yeah, really happy to have that. So as you can see, I think it looks nice on foot. As you can see, here's the left, and yeah, I think definitely it's a comfortable sneaker. And obviously, if I was still playing basketball, I think I'd definitely get a lot of wear out of these. In terms of resale, so if we're looking at conservative estimates, I paid probably around $275-ish, about $275. These are going below retail right now. They're about 166 was the last sale on StockX. Now, if you compare the exchange rate for $200, it's about 10 or 20 pounds below retail right now. And I think that's just reflecting on the fact that it is a very specific sneaker. Not everyone is going to go for this sneaker because, as I said, it's not a lifestyle sneaker per se. And a lot of people who are buying sneakers these days won't understand the history and the fact, obviously, it's a 25-year-old sneaker in terms of its history. But for me, I think it's fire and really happy to have it in the collection. For me personally, I think the white pair is the nicer pair, but obviously that was harder to get. But it's something I may look to cop on the secondary market at a point in the future. So what do you think of the sneaker? I think it's, for me, I think it's it's a nice collaboration. I think it's very subtle, some nice colouring. One thing I'm not too happy on is the pink. I think it's a little bit too more pink for me. But again, it's not in all of the sneaker. It's only on the back of the heel and obviously in the air bubble unit because it's kind of shining through from the outsole. But again, I think it's a great collaboration. I think the execution that Social Status has done again with Nike is great, and really happy to have this in the collection. But let me know your thoughts on this sneaker in the comment section down below. So thanks for checking this video. If you did enjoy this video and would like to see future sneaker content, please do subscribe and also hit the notification bell to be notified when I do drop new videos. And if you did enjoy today's video, please give it a thumbs up, as it really will help the channel grow. And until next time, take it easy. I'll see you next video.